Alright, let's go have a chat.
Dragons?
Opportune. Yes, it is dragons, my dear guard. Alright, Balgruuf.
They were the bow, eh? I'm a
He's,
swordman myself.
Well, he was there at the Peace Council. He'd better be ready for this. Balgruuf.
We're ready, Dragonborn. Just say the word. Fancy robes. You a wizard or something?
Very funny, Balgruuf. Now, with the summit at High Hrothgar done, are you ready to help me? To do your part and spring a trap, capture a dragon inside of your palace?
As I promised, my men stand ready. The great chains are oiled. We wait on your word.
Nothing getting in our way now. Let's get this over with. Hope for the best. And ask for a blessing from the divines. This will be no simple task.
My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands.
Indeed, Balgruuf.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
Oh, yes. What I mean, he's a real go-getter, that child. I mean, he was talking to... Was it the Pale Lady? I don't... like... The Ebony Blade. That was... God, oh my god. The Daedric artifacts, I can't remember the names of them. At all. Talks with the Pale Lady, and then...
Go ahead and call this dragon of yours. We're ready.
Alright.
Odahviing!
Where is he? This is kind of uneventful. Odahviing. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, there he is. Oh, man. Oh. Oh. Jeez. I don't think his insurance covers that. Wow. What a bad... Oh, jeez, set of circumstances there. I'm trying to do just that, man. Death to you, Odahviing. Can't last forever. Oh, I say death. God, cannot believe that the plan is to try to trap one of these things. I mean, I say that as if someone else has been doing it. Oh boy. Yes, I see you, Odahviing. You don't have to announce yourself. You are very, very visible. You're actually the first red dragon for me to fight in a long time. We're not trying to kill him, but he certainly seems to be trying to kill us. I mean, I've got to hand it to the guard. He's making a very good point. I think one of our archers just fell down. Yeah, your Thuum is going to eat shit in a minute here, Odahviing. Oh, perfect. I probably should have refreshed my armor spell here, so I can smack him in the... God damn it. Well, so much for being able to smash him in the face with my hand axe. Which, admittedly, my hand axe isn't going to do an enormous amount of damage. I still haven't taken any damage-enhancing perks out of the tree. You will conquer where Alduin fails. I totally believe you there, Odahviing. Not like a god-born dragon is, you know, not a threat. Perfect. I am not trying to hide. I'm smashing you in your stupid face. Oh, he's gonna land.
I will conquer where Alduin fails.
Oh, okay, his health. Oh. I cannot best you! Except I can. Oh, yeah. What do you think of that, Dove? Wyrm?
I think it's holding.
That's good.
Ofuta mid Kodav. Caught like a bear in a trap. Zokfrini grin kogra drunviki dovakin. Ah, I forget. You do not have the Dova speech. My eagerness to meet you in battle was my undoing, Dovahkiin. I salute your, low cunning in devising such a Gramindol stratagem.
Talk about a backhanded compliment.
Zu'ubonar, you went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. Insir Alduin, No doubt you want to know where to find Alduin.
You're very perceptive, Odahviing. That's exactly why I've captured you. That's why I brought you here. That's why I put a chain around your neck. I need to know where Alduin has gone, where he is licking his wounds, and how to get to him. I will not allow him to hide from me.
Renik Vaza, an apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call was to test your Thuum for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his Thuum was truly the strongest. Among ourselves, of course, Muni Mae, none were yet ready to openly defy him.
Yes. And while the inner politics of the Dove are interesting, I'm still waiting for you to answer my question. Where has Alduin gone, and how do I reach him?
Once Lord Croesus, innumerable pardons, I digress. He has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Silesur, the souls of the mortal dead, a privilege he jealously guards. His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. Mindoran Paok Midove Lavarantil. I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there. Zuulost Ofan Hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free?
Oh. You didn't think that I captured you only to find out what Alduin was up to, did you? I need more than just information, Odahviing. I need a servant. I have bested you in combat. You are my subject now. I will only release you if you promise to do my bidding.
Serve you? No. Need id. If and when you defeat Alduin, I will reconsider. Croesus. There is one detail about Skuldafn I neglected to mention.
Oh, really? Rather convenient for you to forget an important detail until I don't let you go. What is it?
Only this. You have the Thuum of a Dova, but without the wings of one, you will never set foot in Skuldafn. Of course, I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this.
And you expect me to believe you? First you tell me a half story, and then you only come up with this information after I refuse to let you free. How do I know you're not lying and spinning a tale just to get out, to not suffer the same fate as Numenex?
Aran, you wound me, Dovahkiin. I may not tell the whole truth, but I am no liar. Go and see for yourself. Zu ni bo norhet. I will be here, unless Alduin returns before you do.
We'll see about that. What the... Farengar?
Incredible. Sir, you have no idea how long I have waited for such an opportunity. I would be most appreciative if you would permit me to perform some, tests on you, purely in the interests of the advancement of knowledge.
Begone, mage. Do not test my promise to the Dovahkiin.
I assure you, you will not even notice me. Most of them are hardly painful at all to a large dragon such as yourself.
Farengar, very bad idea, even for you.
Farengar, I would listen to Irileth if I was you.
Surely you wouldn't miss a few scales, or a small amount of blood.
May, what are you doing back there?
Scared him right off. Right. Now I think that I'm going to take a bit of a detour. Let the worms sit and fester for a while.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
Indeed. Quintus.
I like your robes. Are you a sorcerer? From the college?
Yes, actually, Quintus, I am. I guess we never covered that on my first visit here. But listen, I've returned from running the little errand that Norelian wanted me to do, but before I go and talk to him, well, you seem the one with the level head. You also seem the one who's running the shop more than Norelian at this point, so what would you say to an investment? I'd like to see what you can do with this shop.
Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision.
Well, I see a lot of potential in this place. Let's see what you can get done with 500 gold. Here.
Thank you. I'll be sure to put it to good use.
I'll be back in good time to see how things are going. But for now, I need to go talk to Norelian.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's talk to this old crotchety fool. Norelian.
Must you bother me now? I've almost figured out where it is.
Well, whatever it is, Norelian, I think that this might be a bit more important. I managed to find the White Phial, but, well, there's really no nice way to put this. It's damaged. Cracked quite badly.
This, it matches every description of the phial that I've found in lore. But if it can't hold liquid, there's no way of knowing. How did you manage to damage it then? This is what I get for not retrieving it myself.
Hold on, Norelian. You couldn't have got it yourself if you wanted to. And besides, I found it that way. How on earth it ended up damaged is beyond me.
Figures. I doubt you have sufficient knowledge to harm the phial, even if you wanted to. Either way, this is the end of it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm not quite in the mood to entertain guests. I trust you can show yourself out. Here's for your trouble.
Hold up. 5. Oh my god, 5 gold. What a joke.
I want to thank you for your help. I know my master can be a bit short at times.
Oh, you're telling me, Quintus. I go through all that trouble to get the phial, even though it turned out broken, and he only gives me 5 septums. That doesn't even cover travel expenses.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Even though the phial was damaged, I still think your efforts deserve reward. Now, if you'll pardon me, I'm going to tend to Norelian. I can make his final days a bit less painful.
Well, good luck with that. I don't know that anybody could make him feel better. Man, you think that an old man is bad. What about, Oh, what's going on over here? You think an old man is bad? Think about someone who's like 900 years old. An old elf. Ugh, I can't imagine how crotchety they'd actually be.
Hold it there. Keep your distance.
That is a lot of blood on the ground. What in oblivion happened out here?
Another girl killed. This is Susanna, from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her.
Another? Well, I guess you don't get this much blood without a murder. How many have there been now?
Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl killed at night, body torn up.
That is troubling, to say the least. Who's in charge of the investigations?
We're stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth.
Normally I wouldn't bother, but this is one grisly sight. If you need help, I could lend some aid.
If you want to help, ask some of these gawkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
This is a shame.
It is. Not pleasant when someone dies. Much less so when it's a murder. Did you see anything?
No, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
Always sad when someone has to die.
Indeed. Especially the way that she went. Any chance you saw what happened?
Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
A few septims for my supper is all I ask. Another one. Terrible.
Yeah. Guard tells me this is the third one. Did you see anything?
I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here.
Not a whole lot to show for it.
With any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem. My heart goes out to Clan Shattershield. Kin murdered, family warhammer stolen. There's no fairness in all that.
There's hardly any fairness these days in the first place. Especially in what we've got right here. I've spoken to everyone. Not a whole lot of anything useful. Just pretty much that someone was here and they're gone now.
Just like always. Nobody saw anything useful. Bastards escaped again.
You know, while investigating the crime scene is all good and well, this is obviously a lot more complicated than just a single murder. It's going to require a much more thorough look to turn up anything useful. If you'll allow me, I'd like to try to get to the bottom of this.
Look, friend. If you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. We'll need to talk to the steward, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be on official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
Don't be so sure of that.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. If you have any news of the Western Holds, take it to Ulfric immediately.
I'm actually not here about the war effort, Yorlif. Another young woman was murdered out in the city today. The guards say that they're stretched too thin to properly look into it, and well, I'd like to investigate, but I can't do it in any official capacity until you give me the go-ahead. I want to help the citizens of Windhelm. What do you say?
These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary. I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well.
Thank you very much. I'll get right to it.
Imagine blowing up an entire town. Damn college. Winterhold will never be the same. We got a nickname for anyone who trifles with us guards here in Windhelm. Suicide.
Really? Well, it's a good thing that the murderer you can't seem to catch isn't trying to trifle with guards, just murder citizens. And on that note, I've spoken to Yorlif. He's granted me the title of investigator for this string of murders. You clearly know more about this right now than I. Any suggestions on where I should start?
All right, then. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgerd's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy, but if she knows anything, it's dead bodies.
Large diagonal cut from left shoulder.
Ugh. Anything strange about the body as you've been preparing it? Her coin purse was still on her. That means that there was some ulterior motive. Maybe something that would signify a murder of passion.
Well, she's dead. But I guess that's not unusual, at least not for somebody in here. I mean, someone who's not me, that is. Sorry, was only joking with you.
Don't worry about it, Helgard. You deal with the dead as much as you're gonna develop a morbid sense of humor. But, like I said, anything special? Something that stands out about how she died?
Not really. The only unusual thing is the shape of the cuts. They look like they were made with... Well, the ancient Nords used these kinds of curved blades when they embalmed their dead. I don't know who in Windhelm would even have something like that. Other than me, of course.
I know the tools you're talking about. I've been through more than my fair share of barrows. Well, let me know if you find anything else.
I wouldn't hold out too much hope. Now, I really got to get back to the body. Lot of work to prepare her for the grave.
I guess I'll now go try to follow the trail of blood.
The Dunmer gets their drinks at the new Nissa's Corner Club. Why they can't just call it a tavern is beyond me.
Well, you know how it is. Different cultures, different customs. But listen, I followed that trail of blood that you saw. Looks like it leads to a house called Skyrim. Any clue who the owner is?
Frigga Shadowshield's old place. It's been abandoned ever since she was killed. I think her mother, Tova, has the key.
I see. Well then, I guess I'll go talk with her. Thanks.
Till next time.
Indeed, next time. Tova. Here we go. Let's find out what she has to say.
You must be one of those wizards from the college in Winterhold. I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
I'm very sorry for your loss. But that's actually what brings me here. I have questions about your daughter.
I'm sorry. She was very dear to me, and it's rather painful to think about. I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me.
Wait. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up such a painful topic. But I'm only trying to ask you about it because I'm looking to catch the murderer. Anything that you can tell me, it could lead to an arrest.
Well, all right. What exactly do you need to know?
I just need access to her house. I have reason to believe that there might be clues inside.
Wyrm? Well, I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
Oh, geez, it certainly does take a lot of work to get into a house the legitimate way. I could have just picked the lock. Let's find out what's hidden inside this place.